Let's get this started. Welcome, everybody. It's nice to see you again at Meteor Impact. This is our 2022 edition, and we have a lot of new things happening. So let's get into it. So first of all, something about me. My name is Jan Dvorak. I'm also known as Storyteller. I am the organizer of this conference. You also know me from Meteor community packages and occasional help with the Meteor core as well. There are some common contacts here below if you want to contact me, and of course my GitHub sponsors page. If you would like what I'm doing, I would really appreciate any financial help in these trying times. Plus, it also gives me more opportunities to spend time on open source with Meteor than just trying to earn money for a living. But let's get started. What this is about. First off, I'm going to go about what's new this year, then about new socials or new old socials, about our keynotes, some other highlights. Of course, I couldn't forget our wonderful sponsors, and we also have a limited edition T-shirt. So, first things, what is new this year is we have a point game. So on the right, you can see some of the activities and how the scoring board is going to look like once we have more points. Hopefully not with me as the winner, or maybe we can try for another triumvirate with the Jans, but we shall see how that works out. And the main thing is, enjoy the conference, participate in all the activities that we have. And through that, hopefully, you should have enough points to get high enough that you can win cool prizes. Our first prize is 1 hour consultation with Vasco. And then we have, for the top 5, we have limited edition of our T-shirts. And top 10, there is Galaxy credits, Monty APM credits. And also you get cool hats from Literary Universe, like this one. So like a beanie if you are in the cold climate, or a regular hat if you live more towards the equator. So big addition this year is virtual trade show. This is happening on both days. You can check it later today and then on Friday as well. Once you click on the virtual trade show, it will take you to the list of companies that are participating. And what you can then do, as you can see there, you can call them up and talk up with their representatives, have a nice chat. The big thing is that, since it's, 2 days and it's different times, that's because, we want to accommodate companies in different time zones. For example, Faisal is not going to make the one tonight because they are in Indian time zone, so we can expect them to see them tomorrow. So yeah, check them out when the time comes. There's 1 hour to give them a call, have a nice conversation, and maybe get even hired, like with Literary Universe. So we are hiring. So if you're looking for Meteor work, this might be a good opportunity to get hired. Or maybe on Friday you might get a call with Fred, the CEO of Meteor Software, and maybe you can chat about some other interesting Meteor stuff. So that's what virtual trade show is. It's more of one of the experiments we have this year, and if everything works out, then I'm sure it will be coming back next year even bigger. So this one pertains to all of the, those, speaking parts, or pretty much everything that's happening. We have integrated Rote's survey. For those of you who don't know, Rote.express is a Meteor company, and they are pioneering their, interactive real-time surveys. So on each talk, you will notice that we have, there are survey links and there's a take survey. So if you click on that, that is going to take you to the Rote survey for that particular talk, and you can rate it. You can give the author feedback, which I would, highly encourage you to do, so that the speaker can improve and to the next year, to even to their next talk. So, especially since this conference is for free, this is a great opportunity for many people to get started with, speaking, and any feedback is appreciated how to make it better. So please focus on that. And, if we have especially good responses, then we may also then maybe make a ranking, maybe next year, maybe not this year probably, but next year make a ranking of like the top most valued talks and have more fun with this. So that's when it comes to surveys and feedback. Also, with some speakers, you will also see it added to their Q&A session. There's, they will have a slide with Q&A, and then there's going to be a QR code and a link as well. So during the Q&A session, when they are answering, you can already start typing in your feedback for the entire presentation. So like all the years that we have started Impact, we have socials, also known as the chill sessions. And that's because at least, for me, Impact is all about making connections besides learning some interesting things and news. We have 6 of them, 3 each day. All of them are 1 hour, so that we have enough time to kind of get comfortable with each other and start talking more. All of them are not recorded, and they are open-ended without any special topics. Although I might bring my, favorite tea topic or stuff like that to kind of start us off. And yeah, this is, kind of to meet everybody, around the world, making connections or meet some old friends, and hopefully, maybe go beyond that. What's then just meet somebody, like who knows, maybe it's going to be make some valuable connection, might lead to a job, or some collaboration in the future. Another big thing, we have a Twitter account, meteor.js_impact. This account is going to be tweeting about all the stuff that's happening through the conference. So it's going to tell you, hey, in a couple of minutes, this talk is coming up. And once the talk is ended, it will be like, hey, what did you think? Here is a link to the Roti survey, which also means, as Glenn pointed out, return on time invested. My apologies for not saying that earlier. So that kind of, especially if you kind of have to step out or for a little bit, if you're not with us through the entire time, which is absolutely fine because there is a lot of it going on. So that's also a kind of nice way how to keep in touch, and we'll also be tweeting through there, maybe some interesting things that will be happening and some reminders as well. So off more to the specifics of our schedule. First of all, we have 3 amazing keynotes this year. We have Gabriel Engel, the CEO of Rocket Chat, who is going to tell us about their 7 years with Meteor, or Rocket Chat on Meteor, and how that went and how that is going. Then we have probably, or hopefully everybody knows, Alim Ghaffar. He's right now with Meteor Software, VP of Strategy. I also know him from Meteor New York meetups and many other events that he has done. And he is going to be talking as the last session today about building the embassy, as the title will talk, and it's talking about building how they have built the ambassadors program with Meteor, how that is going, and how that is possibly going to change into the future. Because as with everything, first try may not work out as you have imagined, so you have to have multiple iterations. And tomorrow we'll have Radoslav Miernik from Vasco telling us, or explaining to us what's all the fuss about fibers and their removal and all that stuff. So if you have been following Meteor, we have a big task ahead of us, which is the removal of fibers, because in Node 16, to which we are trying to upgrade, they no longer work. And fibers are, let's say, kind of one of the core pieces of Meteor and how Meteor works. So a huge change. So he will be talking about what that is all about. So of course, keynotes are all amazing and everything, but there is also a lot of other interesting things happening on the core track. That's mostly stuff from Meteor software itself, and then of course this opening ceremony and closing ceremony. So definitely check those talks out. Then we have a community track, which is mostly updates from Meteor community packages, like the survey, or year in review that I'm doing tomorrow, and some other little things here and there. We have showcases, which is mostly people telling us about the amazing things that they have built with Meteor, or their new products built on Meteor that they want to share with you. So also definitely check those out as well. We have also workshops this year, mostly focused on mobile. We'll have one very soon. And there's we have 40 sessions, as I said, maybe not said yet. We have 40 sessions all in all with everything. So there's a lot of stuff to do. One of the, let's say, other highlights are panels. We have the Ambassador Town Hall today and tomorrow, which will be talking with the Meteor ambassadors and some folks from Meteor software about marketing Meteor, how is it going with Meteor, and with the with moving forward and some of the other things. So it's part of it is also a lot of these people are like really good experts in Meteor, or have like really interesting businesses running on Meteor. So you can also then come and ask questions of them. So I would highly recommend going to those sessions, what these people have to say. And tomorrow, our first session is what I personally call newbies on Meteor. But it's what it is about. You just check the official name. So it's the Meteor learning journey. What we have is 3 interns, one from or 2 from Mike King's company, Back to Bikes, and 1 from Literary Universe. And they are going to share with us how is it like, starting Meteor as, pretty much coming, new to Meteor as either beginner developers, or, with maybe some experiences from other tools. So I would, that for me, I think I'm probably looking the most out of the panels to see, because a lot of time, since a lot of us are here already pretty advanced Meteor users, it's sometimes good, to kind of step back and see it from the eyes of the beginner, how things are currently, because Meteor has went through quite a few changes through the years. So it's good to, again, always remember, there was once a forum that I was frequenting, years back, and one of the things that they had always before you posted is, before you post, remember where you started. So, and I think that's something that we have to remember, once we are answering the questions on, say, Stack Overflow or the forums, or when we are just that kind of working on stuff for new Meteor users. Where is it that we started? And I think this talk is going to, or this panel is going to help us kind of go back to those days. And since it's a panel, you can ask questions as well. So definitely would recommend to check it out. And of course, I could go, through the entire agenda and really give recommendation to all of the talks, but what you're going to prefer and want to see depends on your needs and how much free time you have today as well. So take your time, go to through the agenda. You can always, add the talks to your personal agenda. So there's like a plus button. So create your own personal schedule and enjoy. All of the talks are recorded. So even if you miss it because it's like, 3 in the morning and your time zone when the talk is happening, you can still go back and then watch it on demand later. So before we continue, I want to give a huge thanks to our wonderful sponsors. On our gold tier, we have Meteor, PathHub, who is providing this awesome platform, and of course, Vasco and Monte APM. On silver team, we have Faisal, Quave, Roti Express, Luther Universe. And finally, on our bronze team, we have Chromit, Refab, and Rocket Chat. And actually, one more sadly that I forgot to add here, but it's fine because that's my company, my other company, Hand by One. So those are wonderful sponsors. Without them, it would have been much, much more difficult to make this happen, especially without our golden and silver sponsors. As you can see, with Roti Express, we are using their surveys. PathHub, we are using their platform. Meteor has helped with marketing, with providing the domain, and many other things. The same with Vasco, and Monte APM has provided some really cool prizes and other things. So, and Quave also is going to provide us later with their newest product, but I'll leave that to their showcase as well. Also, watch out maybe for additional announcements on the Twitter and the homepage. So, other highlights that we have here is we have, for the first time, Meteor Impact T-shirt. This is a limited edition that you can get on the Meteor store. I'll post the link to it in the links for the event in just a moment. So you can go there if you want it, or maybe you can go and play the game and win it as a prize. So that's something to consider for yourself. Anyway, this t-shirt is going to be available for a little bit, probably end of the month, maybe end of the year, and then it will be gone. There will be no more. And the proceeds from that will go to the Meteor community, helping, sponsoring developers from those proceeds and stuff like that. So, and this brings us to the questions and answer session. So if you have any questions, feel free to, to write them in the chat, or you can also raise a hand, and then I can, you can speak to me directly. I can give you a speaking seat. In the meantime, as we are preparing for any questions, I'll get the link. So that's that. And also, if you don't have any question, you can head to the Take Survey link and let me know what you think about my presentation, how I did. Did I speak too fast or anything like that? That's all, fair game to point out. And I admit I probably spoke a bit too fast because it's the first session, and after all, been preparing for this whole year, so a bit of nervousness here. So hopefully everything is going to go smoothly. Okay, so far I don't see any questions. Also, reminder, there are some polls so that you can answer for fun and also for some points into the game. So always check all the different options under the tabs in the section of the talk. And speaking of fun, so if you can answer the poll so we have more responses, that would be great to have some fun, especially on the first question that I added there, or poll, which is why are most of the chill session themed? I think last year it was completely all about tea, and this year it's like maybe only 3 of them, so half of them are about tea. Last year it was all about tea, as I said, and the year before that, let's see, it was more geography based, I do believe. So I'll wait a little bit more for more answers. And okay, so looks like for the second answer about if is this your first time attending Impact, it's 50-50. So hello everybody, welcome to Impact. Hope you have a good time. And again, don't be afraid to ask any question, or like not just like here during Impact, but also beyond later on, like in the community chats, like on the forums, Slack, Discord. Don't be afraid to ask question, or even if you think it's like a stupid question or anything like that. There first of all, there are no stupid questions. Just might need to formulate it sometimes better. And as to our poll in regards to why are most chill session themed, 2/3 think that it's because of my obsession with tea, and 1/3 thinks that tea and British approach symbolizes Meteor dev's approach to Meteor drama, which is keep calm and Meteor on. So I think there are like no, it's just for fun. There are no correct answers. Maybe difference, with me, I'm more obsessed with the Japanese green teas than the British ones. Let me check. Okay, so since there are no questions, I am going to close this up. Here is again the Rotary survey. So if you have a phone, you can quickly scan it or type it in. And I would like to thank you for your attention. The next session is Hacktoberfest, or introduction to Hacktoberfest. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then that's definitely a session you shouldn't miss, especially if you are new to development with Meteor. Then that's something that you should definitely know about and join in. And yeah, so without further ado, thank you very much for your attention, for joining me into this kickoff for Impact, and let's get this show started.